SpreakerOhio.com. We'll be back after the break. Any sport,
anytime,
anywhere.
Wayne once said,
"A hero can be anyone, even a man doing something as simple and reassuring as putting a coat around a little boy's shoulder to let him know that he isn't alone in the world."
Do you feel that with great power comes great responsibility? Are you interested in changing kids' lives by giving them hope? Then perhaps you should consider being a hero. Superheroes to Kids in Ohio continues to make costume visits to children's hospitals, special needs centers, and various charitable events whenever they are needed, all in an attempt to bring a few smiles to kids and people in need of hope. You can find out more at superheroes2kidsinOhio.com.
You have what it takes to work in the broadcasting industry? Check out the Ohio Center for Broadcasting. We offer you a 51-week, all-inclusive course that will give you the skills to succeed in the broadcasting world. We have 308-hour internship program and state-of-the-art studios. Our brilliant instructors are industry professionals. At OCB, we offer federal financial aid and job placement assistance. Check out the Ohio Center for Broadcasting at 216-503-5900 or go to beonair.com. That's beonair.com.
Never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
It was a moment that changed my life.
It was still at the heart of the storm when we arrived in a convoy of Humvees.
These people had been there for hours, all scared and on the verge of hypothermia.
We dug them out and got them home safely.
That's what we train for, moments like this.
In the Guard, you serve your community as well as your country. Go to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Ohio National Guard. Aired by the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Are you looking for individualized attention as you pursue an exciting career in the broadcasting industry? The Ohio Center for Broadcasting offers an individual attention with a maximum of 30 students per class. Attending a 2- or 4-year college could find you in huge lecture halls filled with anywhere between 50 and 250 students. Take the next step in your future. Call 216-503-5900 to schedule your visit to the Ohio Center for Broadcasting today, where broadcasting careers begin.
This is Nnamdi Asamoah. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes about the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better. And kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. So join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor. Because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Football League.
Are you looking to start a career in broadcasting?
You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming.
Bringing it back with some of the boss. All right, folks, what do we got going on today?
We have some baseball.
Oh, we're actually going to talk sports?
Yes, finally.
Nah, let's not.
With the Bruce Springsteen behind us.
Well, you want me just to dim it a little?
Yeah,
just let it play? Just let the whole song play? Okay.
I feel so weird. I'm 18 and this song's way before me, but I love it.
Your father a big
stepdad was, and my mom
there
too.
You go. Well, there you go.
So I mean,
parents have good taste in music.
Yeah, classic rock. Classic rock and rap, and then it assorted to everything. Anyways, baseball. It's a sports show. We talk sports.
We attempted for like the first 5 seconds of that last.
Let's do it
segment.
this time.
Okay, let's do it. Go right into it.
Okay, MLB. Question is the AL Central the toughest division out there right now? You have the teams getting everyone. You have Melky Cabrera going to the White Sox. You have Detroit getting Yoey Cespedes. I'm not going to even try his first name. Not worth my time. And then you have the Indians getting Moss, Floyd. That's their only pickup so far. Hopefully they do a little bit more.
They're better.
You have Samardzija going to the White Sox. You have
Robertson going to the White Sox.
You have a tough division now. The Tigers are going to be the top team probably. They have 5 power hitters in a row. Martinez.
You lost 2 of your best pitcher.
Yeah, but I mean,
basically, pitchers win games. To me, in baseball, pitchers win games.
But you have to face a lineup with Miguel Cabrera.
Is your number 3 hitter. Victor is your number 4.
JD Martinez.
I think Cespedes will be number 5, and JD would be number 6.
Exactly. You have to face all those guys. There's going to be a point that it's just not fair.
And don't forget, they lost 2 of their best pitchers, Rick Porcello and Max Scherzer.
But he could resign eventually, whenever he wants. But he just wants that cash like any baseball player does.
I don't think the Tigers offer him nothing yet.
I wouldn't mind that cash, though. He's asking for $120 million.
But you better do good.
I'll do terrible, so I get my money.
Overpaid?
Yeah, I'm an overpaid player. Gosh.
Okay.
But is the AL Central the toughest division?
A little bit. To me, a little bit.
Or is it just baseball in general now? I mean, you have John Lester going to the Chicago White Sox.
Cubs.
Wow. Cubs.
Two teams out there. That's fine.
No, I should have got that. It was in my head as the Cubs. It just came out the White Sox.
Yeah.
Oh, well. You have him out there with the Chicago Cubs. You have
Chase Headley going back to the Yankees.
You have Hanley Ramirez and Pablo Sandoval going to the Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
You have Nelson Cruz going out to Seattle. You have Jason Hayward going out to the Cardinals, and you have.
And then you got Dan Herron and Gordon going to the Marlins, traded from the Dodgers.
Okay, and then you have what's his name? Will Myers?
Will Myers going to
Padres. I think, right? With a
Matt Kemp.
3-team trade. I cannot talk today.
Matt Kemp was supposedly going to the Padres, but he failed his physical.
Yes, after arthritis diagnosis. I see it here on ESPN. And
yeah,
I think MLB as a whole is actually going to get attention
this year.
It's going to get attention because you're going to have all these top teams. Like I was saying, I cannot talk today.
And I already got my 2 surprising teams.
I
already got my 2 surprising teams
to win it all.
No, but possibly make it to the postseason.
All right, let's hear it.
Marlins and I think the Marlins could make it as a wild card team. The Nationals will continue be the winner of the NL East, but the Marlins. That is my surprising team of the year. Watch out for the Marlins.
Okay. And what's your second one?
And my second one, I'm going to go back to the American League, and I'm going to go ahead and say the Boston Red Sox.
Is it really a surprise, though?
Yeah, I was going to say, is that a surprise?
I mean, they have not, but they haven't made the postseason last year. You remember?
Yeah,
but the Yankees haven't either.
No, Yankees ain't going nowhere.
I know. I'm just saying in the past, they just came out of nowhere. Look at Boston. They went down from being last place, and then they won the World Series.
Who won the AL East last year? Was it the Rays?
Baltimore,
that's right.
They're not going to do that again. I
think the Red Sox will win the East.
Ooh. Remember, you have Toronto, though, too. Toronto's tough. Now they have Donaldson from the Athletics.
I haven't made my standings yet. All my predictions and all that stuff, but I will tell you this: the Marlins and the Red Sox are my 2 surprising teams, especially the Marlins.
I'll give you my 2. I think Chicago is up there.
Which one?
Cubs.
Okay.
Thanks for asking which one and making me think. But with the John Lester, I think he will carry this team, and they have a stacked roster out there. Finally,
they still got Barney.
Back to the Future. The prediction can be right.
They still got Barney. They still got Valbuena. Yeah.
And you know what? The second surprise team?
Oh, no.
I'm going there. The Cleveland Indians. I believe.
I don't think that's my third surprising team.
Yeah.
But let me. They won't be all this is surprising if they go out and sign players. We need veterans in here that can help these young guys out. We are a young team. They did that with Gavin Floyd. He's 31 years old, but the question is, can he stay healthy? No question about it. He can help these young guys out in the rotation. But the question is, can he stay healthy? And all these years, we've been talking about getting a right-handed batter, but we still haven't.
They just wanted a power hitter, and it hasn't happened yet. Anyways, Jack Jen, with your predictions, 2 surprise teams.
To tell you the honest truth, I only have one. And it's really, the only reason I'm going to say this team is because it's always a surprise when they do well. It's the Oakland A's.
Really?
There was a while where everyone was like, wow, look at the Oakland A's. Isn't this surprising? No, they've been to the postseason a whole bunch of times. I think you see them. The surprising thing about them to me, you will see them be dominant for maybe not the entire year, but a longer stretch where it's not like, oh, if they go on this crazy win streak. It's going to be more of a, okay, they are going to win 5. They're going to be a 5-1 winning to losing.
And don't forget,
ratio.
Billy Butler can't hit homers in there no more.
That's right. He is with Oakland.
Because that is a pitching ballpark, and he could always hit homers in Kansas City. I don't think he will do it. I don't think he'll hit homers like he did in Kansas City, in Oakland.
He declined in Kansas City.
No, Kansas City declined him.
No, I'm talking about with his home run, like with his power.
Oh, yeah.
Contract issues. I'm not getting into money.
But that is a pitching ballpark.
Oh, yeah.
That is a football stadium, basically, though. But
it is a football stadium. It's not basically. It is a football stadium.
That's what you said.
You said basically. I'm just making the point.
It's an agreement.
Like Toronto, that is a football stadium. That ain't no baseball stadium. That is a football stadium. Look at the past year. That is a football stadium.
Really?
It is built as a football stadium.
Oh, it might be built
I can see it because
I
didn't
know that.
It is
neither.
It's built as a football stadium.
Oh, okay.
So Oakland A's.
Oh yeah, no,
Oakland
A's,
yes, but Toronto, that actually surprised me. You caught me off guard with that one.
Toronto is actually built as a football stadium.
All right, and
because of how big it is and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, since we were talking about spending money, it could have been a possibility a couple weeks ago. Now it's looking less and less, and it's more like a dream. But it could happen. The Indians could get Cole Hamels from the Philadelphia Phillies.
Only if he approves it.
Yes. And the Indians will lose Danny Salazar, Clint Frazier, and Jesus Aguilar. They lose Salazar. He's ups and downs. Clint Frazier is in the minors, and the Philadelphia Phillies need depth because their outfield's getting old. So that could happen. And then you have a team with the Indians with Kluber, Floyd, Hamels. And Hamels is going to be up there. Maybe. Do you see him being number 1 over Kluber if he does somehow come here? The apocalypse happens and he actually comes to Cleveland?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
If not Kluber, he'll definitely be number 2 over Floyd.
Yeah, Cole Hamels.
I would say 2. Yeah.
Cole Hamels will be my number 2. That's just me.
And
Kluber's starting on my opening
I would
day.
like to see a package deal with some type of like Ryan Howard because he could be a DH over here. If they get rid of Swisher, speaking of getting rid of Swisher, any trades you guys would like to make for the Indians? Just you have enough cash, you're able to do what you want. What do you want to do?
I want relievers up in here. I want relievers.
Okay.
I want a new 8th inning guy, and I want a new closer.
What about power hitters? If you had the option to get anyone out there who's available, who would you take?
I wanted Jed Lowry, but that did not happen with the Indians. You see, I wanted the Indians to spend money this year.
I want them to spend money every year.
You know what I mean. It was so many names that I want the Indians to go out there. I wanted them to go get Brandon McCarthy, a pitcher. I wanted them to get Jed Lowry, a shortstop. I want to get a reliever, Pat Neshek. I want them to get, who else did I say?
Brandon McCarthy. Did you already say that?
Yeah, I already said Brandon McCarthy.
Brandon Moss they got. You wanted that.
I wanted Brandon Moss, so that was a good deal right there. But I was shocked about Gavin Floyd. I really was shocked about Gavin Floyd. I thought that was a good pickup, though. But 2 years, maybe?
I make this very public. baseball is my weakest sport. Like I do